still need to do a cow level run and clear that, so we might do that. But that's going to be interesting, us being melee like we are. The cows hit kind of hard, so we'll see how it goes.
Not in town.
The ancients themselves will envy our songs about you. Please, don't forget about us. Farewell, my friend.
Oh heck, that has +5 mana after each kill. That's kind of neat. Damage isn't great. But 218 attack rating. If this has +2 necromancer skill levels, I might just hold on to this as like a silly little thing. Requires level 40. I'll probably just sell it, but that's kind of funny.
Can I help you?
If Tyrael says the World Stone must be destroyed, then it must. We cannot let Baal's corruption prevail. The world will change, true. But who is to say it isn't for the better? Salutations.
Is the new Terror Zone stuff that they've added, like, just for, difficulty? Or is it also stuff you can do in, like, normal? We don't have where it's like, do we? gonna go say hi to Griffin. There he is. I missed. Can't stay. 95% maybe.
Good afternoon. Good day.
Just immediate alchemy. And 2 set items dropped. I think we already had that
I am
shield.
overburdened.
I have to be a little bit careful here, but generally, he's just like charging into more cows, man. But generally speaking, I think this is doable as long as I'm not like reckless. We found a shell ring, that's cool.
I am overburdened. Impossible.
Ooh,
I can't.
alright.
I can't carry anymore.
Thanks.
I think I'm gonna stick to the tainted outside of, like, specific boss battles where I think the crushing blow is gonna help me. Just because I put my points in the tainted, and also it gives me a nice, minion that can eat some damage. While also dealing a little bit of additional damage. This build handled the cow level pretty well.
Good day. The destruction of the World Stone does not bode well for our world, but I'll try not to worry.
Salutations.
Still have the D2 rune page open or not? Rune wizard. We got an am. And we got there's 12 rune words we could make. Really could use some like plus resist charms, I think, because I'd rather not use or bring just for 20 cold. But we could also shot stuff from like Act 1 Nightmare. Some resist gloves and or, well, not boots, because we have the Treasure Cathan, though we might have to replace those eventually for resists, but sure, before I reset, I should check. I would like a teleport staff.
Good day.
I think we will grind level 36. I think we could just do some Act 3 or Act 5 grinding.
Afternoon. Yes?
Didn't mean to go straight to her, I guess. Frigid Highlands. It does take a tiny bit, but he does clean up players 8. Eldritch? Wait, what the heck is this super unique's name? I am just drawing a blank on it. I think it's Eldritch something. Eldritch the Rectifier, that's his name. The camera messed up, even though it is... It has a blue light on. Second. Are you this camera? It's so good yesterday. It didn't like fuck up once, and now it's just like, eh, you know what? I'm just giving up on life and just not gonna camera. Like, okay, I guess you can do that. And I don't seem to be able to stop it, so. I do wonder though if some of the issue could be with me still being on Windows 10, because I've noticed that a lot of companies are switching things now where like newer versions of their software only work, or like not only work, but say they're for Windows 11 and drop saying they work on Windows 10. Be hitting more of them with the cleave. second damage. 50. Because the chance to mind is so low there. I'll put a point out there because it could be cool. I could have two. Actually, can I do? Ah. Yeah, so I can do that and then have the Tainted as my summoned fighting monster. That does mean I need to bind another key though. Or I could have two Tainteds fighting for me, so I could do either way.
Good afternoon. Or the Rel or Cal. The Ancient's Pledge could be our plus resists as well if we really need to switch to it. So that would kick us down to just one demon. Huh. I could possibly make a piece by cubing a Thal if we in that 3-socket breastplate we got.
King's Grace and a good weapon could be interesting. Could also do that with a cubed fall. I don't think I've ever made King's Grace before. But we would need a 3-socket sword. I mean, or technically a scepter. We could use a scepter, but I think a sword would... Like a good base sword with good damage would be a good candidate for it. And of course, I couldn't land a good lethargy down there because the Crush Beast kept... I think with the Crush Beast kept grabbing my right click. I kept like centering in the wrong spot. The mercenary died.
Afternoon.
What do you need?
Dude has literally sold one teleport staff. And it was stupidly expensive, and it was when we first arrived into the act. And since then, he's just been like, nah, no teleport staffs. Let's sell a teleportation staff before we hit level 36. I don't know if I really want to, which of these I want to pump, or if I should pump them. I wonder about summoning a I'd summon one just to...
Can't do that here.
What's wrong?
Good day.
Me. I mean, I guess it's kind of neat.
Impossible.
This goes.
I am overburdened.
Since you don't get to summon very many demons, I wonder, like, I guess you can't do like a true summoner like Necromancer where like you just go heavy into summoning and just like kind of sit back the whole time. But I mean, maybe you could with some of the things that Mark you can kind of direct in the early game your Goatman. And you can just keep summoning against bosses. Actually, I kind of wonder how Blood Boil does against bosses, right? Because it's kind of like how the Fire Golem deals some fire damage on its summon, right? And none of the act bosses are fire immune, so you can, in theory, slowly take down a boss just by repeatedly summoning the Fire Golem next to it. So I guess you could summon in, like, Blood Boil bosses slowly as well, if you want to spend the mana to speed things up a bit. So, like, you probably still could do, like, a summoner-focused build. But it would be different from Necromancer. Instead of having a bunch of minions to deal the DPS, you just have, like, one strong minion for a bit, and then you finally get the two. And then maybe at, like, whatever level you get the third one, right? Like... I don't know. It's an interesting tree. And, like, you can do, like, once you get the Blood Boil, that is kind of far in the tree. Like, then, like I said, like, your summons can sort of start to be AoE damage. Right? But probably the fastest one is just going, like, the fire. Going chaos. And, actually, the Sigil Rancor. Plus damage, plus 50%. So... This is damage taken, plus 22%. I'm imagining that increases the damage that the monsters take? But then... The Sigil Rancor only... So that says damage plus 50%. Does that actually then increase the damage that the monsters do under its effect? But the point is, like, if it affects them and enrages them, and so then they attack each other, and they're dealing more damage to each other. And then you've got Sigil Death. I don't think these make sense for the build that I went, but those do have some interesting play to them.
Greetings.
Hey, we could have Poison Dagger as a Warlock. Level 1 Poison Dagger. At level 24. With 22 charges. My camera did the thing where it, like, shows it being working. Like, the blue light will be on, but it's just frozen. It, like, stops. I don't know what part of its camera operation gets fucked, but some part of it messes up, and then it can't. Like, the VTube software can't work. And, like, if I try to open up, the utility for it, the Elgato Camera Hub, it just, well, Camera Hub will freeze. It says, Camera Hub will start in a moment. Have a great session. And then it's a not responding program. In this case, I have not, like, consulted an LLM. And I don't know why it does that sometimes. Like, it didn't do it at all yesterday. Yesterday was a great day for it. Today, I used it for, like, 10 minutes, and then it just said, fuck you, and died. So what are y'all snacking on, chat? We had leftover fried pickles from Texas Roadhouse that Rhonda heated up in the air fryer. So we are enjoying those right now as a snack. Italian food earlier for lunch. Your only meal of the day. I hope it was a big one if that's your only meal for the day. Chicken fettuccine alfredo with a side. Salad with Caesar dressing. Some rolls. That sounds pretty decent. You're doing OMAD diet? Oh, 1 meal a day. My brain was going, how is this going to turn into a These Nuts joke? Still not a single teleport staff. Well, not a second staff, technically. I mean, yeah, generally, like, oversimplifying a little bit, but for the most part, like, calories in versus calories out, right? So I imagine restricting yourself to 1 meal a day is gonna work for that, but just be careful with it. I feel like it's really easy in that sort of situations. Not like eating multiple meals a day as an American is gonna guarantee that you're getting all the nutrients that you need. I know that I just referenced America, one of my favorite references actually comes from Britain. I get my 5 a day. Yeah, but it's not the, I mean, vitamins and like multivitamins are a good supplement, but they don't replace. the original, because the what is it, the bioavailability is like different. But I mean, as long as you're not having any health issues, like that's the important thing, right? If you start having health issues, then you might need to take a step back. But like, if you're doing fine, then it reminds me of the time, which you remind me of, or just reminded me of the time that I saw a horse pee in the city. So I'm with my mom, and there's a horse-drawn carriage ride, or like there's a horse with a carriage, you know, and there's somebody that's giving rides for, I don't know how much it cost. I was a kid. And so we're standing there waiting for the driver to come back because it's just the carriage and the horse at the moment. And we're like, we look at the horse, we're looking away, and my mom and I are chatting, and all of a sudden we look at the horse and it's just there. And then it just starts peeing. And it's just going, and going, and going. Like, there's a reason that the saying, about somebody peeing like a racehorse exists, because this horse peed, man. It's a claymore, though. I don't think a rune word in that sword will be better. And then, so the horse finishes peeing. My mom and I aren't looking at the horse. Then we look back at the horse and it's just gone. Not the horse, but, you know, the part of the horse that it uses to pee was just gone. So it was like, we looked at the horse, not there. And we look at the horse, it is there. And then it's peeing. And we look at the horse again, it's just gone. And then we went on the ride, with the carriage, and the horse was farting the whole time. Just like every step was a fart from the horse. It was an interesting experience. I can say that I'm pretty glad that I live in a time when cars are like the main mode of transportation and not horse-drawn carriages, but it still just does not want to sell a frickin'
I can't do that here.
teleport staff. I mean, who doesn't love to fart? It's just that I don't like the conversations I'm forced to hear. Oh, we gotta repair our sword. It did not have a poop sheet. I grew up doing marching band, so I know a thing or two about having to dodge animal poop in the middle of the street. They always have animals in parades. I believe that it did just drop towards wherever, unless it did have a catcher thing and I just didn't like see it because, you know, not looking that closely at the horse. You suck. You might sell for you. You have skills, you'll sell. And we need to repair, so it works out. And Nationals took second at Nationals marking. Okay, can I read? Can I read, though? Your best friend took second at Nationals marching band. He was in the blue coats.
Afternoon.
I don't think I ever did. Well, actually, no, we did do, like, some sort of competition thing, but I think it was, like, just county or, city. I don't quite remember. So long ago. I don't think we ever really won anything. It was fun. I don't remember. I think I've talked about what instrument I played before. It's in there somewhere. It causes monster to flee 100%. That's kind of funny. It was 49 in mana. That's kind of an interesting ring, but not gonna be good for us, I don't think. Euphonium? I know that word, but off the top of my head, I can't picture what a euphonium is. Like, that sounds like instrument name, but I can't picture it. So what I played growing up was the flute. Started playing it in elementary school, and I played it all the way through till I graduated high school. I actually own a flute. I did pick one up sometime in the last, like, 10 years. Maybe in the last 8 years, I think I bought it. It's like a slightly more advanced version of a flute, I guess, because like there's student flutes, right? And then there's like the next level, so it has like some holes in some of the buttons. But which I didn't learn on, but like I basically know how you know, you gotta just make sure that you cover up the holes with your fingers to use it, like one that doesn't have those. Scored the highest score of all time until the next performance, and they pushed him out by like 0.1 or some shit. Damn, that sucks. But I mean, what is a record meant for if not to be broken, right?
Not in town.
It's funny, when I would go to band camp, we would play Magic. We would have Magic the Gathering tournaments. Band camp.
Renewed mana. Hello.
All of these staves, staves, however you want to say it, not a single. I don't think we're gonna find one by night. Don't get synergies from it, so that's kind of. But we'll sell it.
Hello.
And people would puke almost every practice and have to just get right. Yeah, that's not healthy. That's not good. That sounds like child abuse. Assuming they were high school. If it was college, that's still, I'm still gonna call that like abuse, but I guess it's not child abuse. It's not my staff. Ormus, I don't need +1 to teleport. I need level 1 teleport charges, please. Wichita, are you that insecure in yourself that you can't drink something that is referred to as endosperm? You like the coconut water with the strawberry pieces in it? Yeah, I like the one clip of them where the one goes to Google something and he Googles Google to get to the Google search page to then search the thing that they were gonna look up. Yeah, I think that's who that is. Oh, wait, who? Oh, no. I thought you said something complete. I heard something complete. I said no, it's not those two. It's these guys. I don't think I've ever actually seen their stream. I've just seen like this. I've seen the coconut clip before, and I've seen the other clip where they'd like pull up Google and maybe a few others. No teleport staff for us. Oh, Cat's favorite tool. He's a meowing.
Greetings.
What do you need?
Alright, time to poke Nightmare.
Good day.
Face what counts, I totally. Well, the card gives her speech. I might go grab some carbonated water.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutga Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust.
My sister texted a photo of a cat, outdoor cat that tried to come inside of her house tonight when she went inside. I'll show her Rhonda. Photo. It's a chonker of a cat. Alright, be right back while Akara gives her speech.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. She turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
Alrighty, I'm back. My current nightmare sell staffs with teleport. Is it worth checking her shop?
Hi there, I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Undario.
Good day to you, partner. I'm Geed, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp. A spare weapon, some gold, a small gem is all I want in exchange for the equipment you'll need on whatever quest you might undertake. No, don't be shy. All of my items are guaranteed for life and come with a 2-day warranty.
Wanna do is stealth? I feel like stealth is a little bit like I'd basically be trading poison resist for cold resist. Attacker takes damage of 14, which would be nice as well. You lose 5% faster hit recovery. I just don't have anything really better that I could put on, though. Your pole buddy is crazy. You told him he had laser surgery done in your eyes, and he just messaged you. He got his done today at his pre-appointment. Didn't even wait. I didn't realize you had surgery on your eyes too. I think you might have. Did you mention that? God, I know you were talking about your dad getting the glaucoma surgery. And then I remember talking about LASIK a little bit, but oh, you had it done when you were 20. Okay, I thought you meant like you had it done recently.
These creatures of darkness shall rule tomorrow.
Forgot we were still on players 8. Whoopsie. What does PRK stand for?
Another den of evil. Let's root them all out.
Ah, okay. Oh, it was what they had before LASIK. Gotcha. Yeah, because I think with LASIK they actually like cut the retina or something. I think there's a new kind, a newer kind, that I'm interested in maybe getting one day, but that's like, I guess the next step past LASIK, but it's not done everywhere. I can't remember what it's called. I just remember Markiplier got it, and he talked about it. I was like, oh, that actually sounds like an interesting procedure. Because the thing with LASIK as well is that you may need reading glasses later in life still.
I am overburdened. I need the evil of this place departs with me.
cleanse the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. The reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Good. My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo and Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
Good evening.
I am overburdened.
What you need?
Yes?
Oh, V switches that from right, okay. I have one of the demons. What happens if I consume what she gave me? I did not check what she gave me. Oh, she just gives light. Oh.
I am overburdened.
Oh, I have to consume to get rid of the binder. Okay. I get all this. I'm gonna be right here. There we go.
Undead make for such big servants.
My army will destroy them.
Interesting that it lets you try to bind her. I doubt it actually will ever work, but I just think it's kind of funny.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the Rose. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
Good day. It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives. Order welcomes you.
Good to see you.
Hello?
You.
I can't carry it.
Still.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune is believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
The Warlock might not have the best attack animation frames either, because like without cleave, this is the attack speed, but it's single target, right? Cleave is attacking a bunch of enemies and increases attack rating and damage. It says it increases attack speed. I think... Yeah, Angry Helder. So I think that the fire skills are probably the faster skills for, like, the early game grind. I ended up going Eldritch with Demon, with, like, the main focus being on my Eldritch. So I'm mainly going, like, Levitation Mastery and Cleave. I got Blade Warp for utility, and Levitation Mastery and Cleave both synergize with Psychic Ward, which is nice. So my defense pumps as I pump those offensive skills. It is a problem versus enemies that slow us down with cold, is really rough. And then also, see, you are not amazing. So, and like bosses are a little bit, like act bosses are a little bit slow with this build, but like it's been doable. We only died once to Mephisto so far. Yeah, I mean, a lot of classes end up, are that way in general with Diablo 2, right? Where it's like, the early level skills aren't all that flashy, and like, if you're... So, from what MWG, the Men's Warehouse guy in chat was saying, he was going fire skills as well, and it was kind of rough until he got the level 6 skill, the Ring of Fire. Which I could see that, because really Miasma Bolt or like Levitation Mastery are probably what you would be pumping there. I feel like there are a good number of like kind of 1-point wonders or just like couple point wonders for the Warlock. Wait, where's this horror to deal with here? Like, see how slow we are? Folded? That's one downside to this melee build. If I had halves freeze duration, that would be nice, but I don't have that on anything right now. So slow. Or colded. Jesus. Yeah, Ring of Fire seems to be, like, really good. I mean, like, if I play Druid a lot of the times, I'll go with the Fire Elemental skills to start until about, like, Nightmare. Or not, sorry, Act 4 Nightmare. So I could see, like, for speed of progression, going into Ring of Fire and, like, Apocalypse, like, those two skills, and maybe, like, some of the other stuff until, like, Act 4 Nightmare, and then maybe switching it up.
I can't.
But I am having fun with the melee build, and some of the act bosses have been, like, a little bit more of a challenge, but, like, completely doable. They didn't feel like I was underpowered. I just had to be a little bit more strategic with my movements, and also, like, against Bale, for example, like, pay attention to when I get colded. Be careful with what I'm doing when I'm colded, so that way I don't get animation locked and killed. Yeah, you can learn Apocalypse. It doesn't work exactly the same way. From, like, what they showed in the showcase as the Diablo 1 one, but, first of all, Diablo 1 Apocalypse was physical damage and not fire. Number 2, it impacted, like, everything within a certain radius of you. I think a huge radius dies after a symbol is cast. But Sigil of Lethargy has been really useful for this physical build I'm doing. Because it's kind of like having a Plague Golem, especially against, like, act bosses, because it's like having a Plague Golem to slow the enemies down. But at the same time, it also, like, increases the damage you deal a little bit, and makes enemies a little bit easier to hit, too. Hardcore enchanted. Oof, this is gonna be painful, a nightmare. This monitor spot mon. Modifier. That's the word I was trying to find. Keep spawning on shit.
I can't carry it.
I mean, to be fair, the phrase murder the assholes is not an unreasonable one for Automod to pick up and be like, hey, wait a second, are you sure you want this in your chat? We have a few things helping out our mana. I think it was Bale dropped the Peasant Crown or hat, which I think has plus 20 energy. So that's nice. Actually, I don't think we have any plus mana after kills now. Or no, we have one on Chaos Ring. Chaos turn ring. Yeah, we only have plus 1 mana after each kill now. We had more not that long ago. And we do have a regenerate mana 15% from something. Wait. I think it's... Heck, what? Oh, they just keep killing the same, like, fallen ones over and over. Where's the shaman? Where's the shaman? Like, what are they taking so long to kill? Oh, no, wait. Oh, the arm. Oh, stealth has it. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. There's the regenerate. I just wasn't seeing it. So I'm, like, trying to scan all of those. And meanwhile, I'm distracted by the fact that my guys were just, like, busy killing some. It was taking forever. There is a rune word I'm interested in potentially making. Ah, it's only 2 seconds. But it would need to be in the right base to even hope to compete with the sword that we have right now. I don't know. I think... Wait, what's the King's Piece, I think it's called, or something? Or King's something? A 3-socket sword recipe, so could use that, but I don't know if it would actually be better. Never actually made that rune word. Certainly haven't made it since they introduced the Chronicle. Holding me.
I am overburdened.
That's what I enchant. Kill myself or something. Yeah, MWG might actually be able to give you better tips on what skills to go on the Chaos branch. I think that's the main Chaos skill tree with some of the demonology stuff. AoE melee with Venus fairies. You saw that. kind of chain, then run around enemies, and the chain damage them if they touch the chain. I have not tried that skill out myself. It's cold. Hit. Why? I wonder how bad cold slowdown impacts the casting chaos spells. I was kind of figuring with like the way that I decided to build our Warlock here, I was like, if it goes really poorly or like I super struggle, then I could just respec, right? Like switch over to fire, which I assumed fire would probably be like the fastest leveling path for the Warlock. I wanted to give the melee stuff a try. And I've been pretty happy with it. It just is slower going. I don't mind that. Nice. So I forgot to do the, probably wasting this, EXP shrine.
Good day.
Forgot to clear that out earlier, so just don't have space. Refresh on that. Consume. Good.
Such an old tree. Pity its fruits are just
Nice
the
up.
scroll.
this goes. Only a few. Definitely see Consume being big for like speedruns. And plus faster run walk items might be, at least initially, a little less important speedruns on Warlock. Maybe. But like eventually like they'll be needed just like everything else, but the fact that Consume gives you a faster run walk is pretty nice in and of itself. But it is all the way at level 30, so stealth would probably still be one. What is this weird part? Oof. Why were there like 4 cold cross novas there that happened? What the fuck is that? Oh, the waypoint. Oh wait, did I already find the waypoint? Like, I did. I just forgot that I had found. Yeah, cannot be frozen would be nice. That doesn't help against the Holy Freeze aura, but that does help against cold damage and like enchanted. That is very nice. I did need it. Still good.
Ah, very good. I have translated the runes on this scroll. You must find the cairnstones and touch them in the order that I have written.
Chronicle. Snail Spiked Club. I mean, if we had found that early game, that'd be kind of cool. Early game, but like, peace out. Got that to do. Out of curiosity. That is more damage, but the attack rating goes down really far. But how slow is this? A little bit slow. That's not. Oh, no, no, no.
What you need?
It's there. That spot because nobody wanted to sell me a frickin' teleport staff. So, you know. We don't have one of those. Here.
Not enough mana.
I was trying to push. Wait a second, I'm in town. I don't need to.
The Order welcomes you.
Do you have any resist stuff? Why does the game hate me so?
Greetings.
Well, there's some fire resist at least. Kinda like the Jedi. Ooh. That freeze duration is tempting as well, but going up by itself. I mean, fire resist would be nice, but we get fire resist from having the tainted a lot, so I don't think we actually do all that much. I mean, it would still be nice to have. You know, I don't actually know the exact level that kicked over to 2. We're level 10 on it right now with plus skills, and it was before that. Might have been like level 8. 6 or 8, something like that. Stamina. Oh, 10 and 20? It is 10? Okay. I thought it happened like a little bit before level 10 for some reason, but... I'll do this firing at the shrine. Firing at the shrine. Shrine do to you. So, equals 1 minus 1, 0. Gotta touch the cow. My pork go, and just gets summoned in immediately soon. Like, alright, I'm ready to fight and help out. Oh man, I just got. What is the... It's charisma. Up there. Blast! I'm not a carry spell.
Can't use this yet.
Oh. That's not the skill I want to use. Alright, we got 2 tainted now. I want that crushing blow. And see why our mercenary died by multi-shot and extra strong. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go.
Go to the rogues' camp now.
As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the disaster which devastated Tristram. It would appear that our greatest fears have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, has once again been set loose upon the world. As you know, some time ago, Diablo was slain beneath Tristram, and when our hero emerged triumphant from the labyrinth beneath town, we held a grand celebration that lasted several days. Yet, as the weeks passed, our hero became increasingly aloof. He kept his distance from the rest of the townsfolk and seemed to lapse into a dark, brooding depression. I thought that perhaps his ordeal had been so disturbing that he simply could not put it out of his mind. The hero seemed more tormented every passing day. I remember he awoke many times, screaming in the night, always something about the East. One day, he simply left, and shortly thereafter, Tristram was attacked by legions of foul demons. Many were slain, and the demons left me to die in that cursed cage. I believe now that Tristram's hero was that dark wanderer who passed this way before the monastery fell. I fear even worse, my friend. I fear that Diablo has taken possession of the hero who sought to slay him. If true, Diablo will become more powerful than ever before. You must stop him, or all will be lost.
Yeah, charms are a thing that seems to be a bit divisive among players. There are those that think charms were just a mistake to begin with and never should have been in the game at all. There's the idea of the PD2 approach, where you have a bigger inventory and charms are only active in the the expanded portion of the inventory. I mean, there's the school of people that feel that charms are just fine the way they are. Like, it is a bit annoying the inventory space that they take up, but as you go like higher in level, you tend to just carry less potions, like have a need for carrying less potions because you get like things to help your mana. Charms are a cancer. Kinda, yeah. What really sucks is when you just don't find any of the charms that like would actually be useful, like resist charms. We haven't found like a single one of those. But yeah, to your other question with Blood Boil, that was the first time I used it against Griswold to have, and at least at level E, because it's base 1, you have +2 skills. Was not that impressive. But it's also only doing 31 to 48 damage, plus 31 to 48 fire damage, so I'm not surprised at the lot. I mean, I think it's kind of fun to have item, you know, there would be sell inventory expansion items. Oh, they would be there to sell. Oh, I got that since I get it now. Like they're kind of fun in that they give you passive benefits just for having them. And, like they don't have to take up an equip slot. So that's kind of cool about them, but like taking up inventory space is a bit annoying, and a lot of the times the effects are not very large unless you like farm or like, you know, like plus 30 life ones, or like the plus resist ones. In a typical game, you're not finding a lot of those unless you are farming for them.
You have risked your life to rescue Cain. For that we thank you. You must seek his counsel immediately.
It was fun again and has unique mechanics. I want to up consume more. Probably. It gives plus max life too, which is nice. So like we go. Not a whole lot, but it is something.
Greetings.
Oh, MWG, if you're around, I was debating on if I should slap peace on my Warlock. Because we have the runes to make it, and I have a 3 open socket armor. But I think when I was looking at the stats of peace compared to stealth, like I do lose a little bit of faster run walk, and I lose a little bit of hit recovery. I lose the regenerate mana, but I gain 30 cold resist peace. Because I can make it, and I swap 30 poison resist for 30 cold resist. So I do lose a little bit of attack rating, a little bit of faster run walk, and a little bit of hit recovery. The plus skills don't really do much of anything for me. I do get a chance to get a Valkyrie. And I am doing a melee build, so I am striking things. So that could be neat. Is the D2 Rune Wizard site updated for the Warlock stuff? They have a homepage. I mean, that's a long ways off, though. We'll more than likely find more shales by the time we're finding hell. Maybe not. I mean, hell, we found a few AMs from cows. Yeah, it's dropped like candy. And I remember when you were saying that rejuice drop like candy, and then like we run out of rejuice eventually. Okay, they're on their website. They did say that they were going to add the rune words. Actually, then I should be able to check if I put, it was Hell Shale Row. The only thing we're missing at the moment is the Hell. So if I add Hell in the site, I don't think they've added them yet. Yeah, because I don't see... I see Hell Am Nef, but not Hell... Oh no, they're Hell Shell Raw Authority. Okay. I do see it there. I mean, it's just plus 30 fire resist. Peace also has 20 faster hit recovery, I think, though. The enhanced damage is pretty nice, though. Especially since I'm using my weapon. Let me double check Peace. Yeah, Peace also has 20 faster hit recovery because it uses a shale. You also can't make a rhyme right now. It's in the other room. It's not going to be a 24-hour show. I did do that once. It was a sleepover stream. I am sad though that like we never got staff. Oh, that was the ring she dropped for us. I almost forgot that that was on the ground. Once we have. Hey.
Good to see you.
Let me walk faster.
When I fled the monastery, I left behind the Herodric Malice, my enchanted smithing hammer. If you can retrieve it for me, I'll use its magic to strengthen
Why
your
sell?
weapon.
Because I said I like the ones that we have better. I mean, yeah, it has attack rating. It actually does have more attack rating than this. But this does have replenished life, which is kind of nice, and the 7 magic items. And then this has the +1 mana after each kill. I thought this ring had something else on it, but... way the fuck better than that trash. I mean, 102 attack rating, I guess, is nice, but like... where we got from? 66% chance to hit? 70% chance. I was a 4% chance there. Actually, which of these rings get more attack rating from that ultimately? +3 dexterity doesn't do much, but then we lose our 5 maximum stamina. And we lose our magic, some of our magic find. The 7% probably really. Not sure if magic find operates like on a breakpoint system like the rest. I don't. There it is. But see, we have 45% better chance of getting magic items with these rings. And then this ring we go down to 9 replenished life instead of 14. It's linear if you're looking for magic items specifically. Oh, that's cool. Oh, how was that? It would be nice to get, like, some resist charms or whatever, but, you know. Fine. I'll use this one. I'll swap the rings this time. But I think I did like the other ring. So, send that. Yeah, you can... I mean, like, if you do specific gear for magic finding and you do, like, perfect topazes and stuff, like, you can get some pretty high magic find. Alright. We've rescued Kane. Wait, let me double check stores, because I don't think I actually checked the stores yet. Anything with, like, resists. That's not fire resist, because we get that from the...
Yes?
Not gonna sell shit. Alright. Alright, or no worry. Eden. Charcy, I see how it is. Right, I think I'm gonna call it a night here. So, tomorrow daytime, more Diablo AI. I don't know if we'll continue this tomorrow, the Warlock. But the next push will probably be... yeah, we're gonna do the Countess, and then depending on like how much time we have and how much time that takes, then, you know, pressing in roll and trying to finish it back will be on our plate. It's Warlock. Assuming we don't hit like a hard wall where I just start playing constant.
Yes?
Yeah, what's that? Cool, cool. But that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for me for tonight, is what I was trying to say.